Did you know that if you take two easy chords, two triads, and superimpose them together, it creates these new sounds? This is a concept called triad pairs. This concept can get really, really deep, and some of the best jazz players of all time use this in their improvisation. I'm gonna break it down in a way that's really easy for you to understand. I'll demonstrate one use of it here in a way that I think sounds pretty cool, and it's gonna be easy for you to learn how to get into this concept. Check this out. So you can hear this is a really cool way to build up tension or just build up energy to resolve it back to the regular chords. So here's the whole trick. When you play an A chord and then you also play the G chord at the same time, or back and forth like I was just doing, it essentially creates a type of A seventh chord. We'll just call it like a colorful seventh chord. And if you like that sound, practice this. A, G, 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 A, G, A. So you just memorize that and get that sound under your ears. The cool thing is once you do this, you're also simultaneously learning triads up the neck. Quickly for your reference, the A triads look like this. A, 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 A. Now each of those chords, when we go up the neck, it's called an inversion. An inversion is just a different way of playing the same chord. They're all A chords, but they're kind of spelled differently. The notes go in a different order. Put those together with the G triads, G, 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 and you've got both the A and G triads. Now, since this makes an A seventh chord sound, it should resolve that way down the neck to a D chord. Now I also did that same building thing over an E chord. How you do this is the chord you're playing plus the chord below it, meaning A, B, C, D is right before E, right? So you play E and D, triads together, but I wanted to add one extra spot there for building, so I put a four chord, the A chord. A, E, A, D, E, D, and then kept just building the D and E's to, again, resolve to an A chord. So try to play and memorize this etude if you like this sound. It'll train your ears and also train your hands to play the right shapes, the right inversions going up the neck. Now I think it's helpful to actually say what you're playing, so it'd be like this. A, G, A, G, A, G, A, G, A. Once you play the exercise, the easy thing about it is you'll realize is that since the chords are next to each other, meaning like A and G, they're right next to each other, the shapes are just the same moved up a step. So we have this shape and that G shape. So it's like this straight across one, the opens, okay? The next one is gonna be this G shape. So I'm playing everything over A, and then that just moves up a whole step to A. And then we get this G shape, move it up a whole step to A. Again, this G shape, move it up a whole step to A. If it doesn't make sense, just play the exercise and get this sound in your ears, and this will also simultaneously train your hands. Here's the etude slow. I'll tap my foot for the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to D. Now E. This resolves to A.